Witchcraft and the equation been here for the duration of our love. Unsure of her intentions, you keep her in dimensions far above the way. Understanding, we've put her in the shackle. We've signed the declaration for our love. We'll watch her burn. Silhouettes above my head. I don't know just what you are.
Oh, hello, hell, oh. Hello. Goodness gracious, oh my soul, I have missed you, and I must lead with an apology, even though, I'm not apologizing to you, but apologizing to the universe. I bit off more than I could chew. Let's be honest. Let me describe the scene right now. There are 3 candles lit in the run game room, an all-black room. There's a shadow on the opposite side of the candles with an obstruction of me in the microphone, and you can see the outline of the microphone and my mouth moving, my lips speaking. A couple days after the solstice, how are y'all? Look inside your soul. How are you? Look into the mirror. Do you feel good? If you don't, what are some cool ways that we could explore to maybe make you feel a little better? I apologize if my voice is a little crusty. You know, I'm just getting over a sickness. It's why I couldn't record. Oh, something came from my voice, y'all, for the first time in my 35 years. And it was scary. But we can tell that story another time. I just wanted to check in with y'all, see how you're doing. Let's be really present today. As I listened to the first 15 episodes, I realized we were living in the past. And as I go forward and I think about what I was going to do, we were living in the future as well. Let's be present today. What I think just happened was a reckoning. A reckoning on the solstice. You know, last year around this time, it was time to go back into the city from a suburb out in Burnsville, right outside of Minneapolis, after the riots and the devastation. I grew up in South Minneapolis, and who knows, do we do a story today or what? What are we going to do today? Should we do one? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. But I know that I've had quite the experience. So we were living in Burnsville, and then the pandemic came. You know, I was doing that host job across the street because it was very convenient. I was a host at that Outback Steakhouse. and I was hired by a woman who just happened to be named Mona. And then the pandemic came and I couldn't smile anymore because I was just like, you guys, we're going to have to shut down this restaurant. And everybody was like, no, this is just all made up. But then I started doing my research and I was like, oh, we are getting ready to have to shut down. This was maybe March of last year. And nobody wanted to accept it, but it was real. And then nobody wanted to ask any questions about it. And I was like, you guys, it's a biological weapon. You guys, we're getting ready to have a pandemic. Does anybody understand? And everybody was like, it's fine. This is just another drama because of Trump. And I was like, you guys. Anyways, can you hear the crust in the voice? So then last year around this time, I had spent 4 months in quarantine with four, really and truly, but 5, if you really want to talk about it, strong Black females who were teaching me things. And then Shibu, she was a little Pomeranian. And she kept it real. She would fuck with you if you weren't fucking up. And if you were fucking up, she wouldn't fuck with you. And that was the tea. So I loved being there, but I had to leave. And it was because of a conflict. Now, I want to get into this conflict just because what's happening right now is there's a conflict. And there's been a conflict over the past few weeks. Hopefully you can hear the tension in the earlier episodes. But what can't happen in conflict is power grabbing and dick measuring. Now, my brother just left. He's been here for about 5 days. I'm just getting over some sort of illness. Who knows what this illness was, but it came from my voice. My voice. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting this back, but I can't hit that high F. You know that high F? The one that Mariah Carey knows how to hit. Or Gwen Get Off Me. Or Scarika Badu. I have always been able to hit that high F. And you know what? I can't hit it right now. And it's very scary. But my voice is slowly but surely coming back just in time to deal with the conflict. Now, let me tell you about the conflict. And there are parallels here. Life is cyclical, not linear. Say it again with me. Go visit episode 9 or whatever what was, I don't know what episode that was. Have y'all been listening to the episodes since I've been gone? Welcome to the Cupid and the Pitbull podcast, by the way. Episode 16. It's been a while. I was doing these every day and then something came for my voice. So last year and this year, there around the solstice has been family conflict. And where I think that conflict stems from is conflict management, not the content of the conflict. Does that make sense? So, whereas we could be concerned about people fighting over the corn in a cornfield, right? So let's just say there were 2 tribes. Let's do a magic trick. Let's say there were 2 tribes in a cornfield, and one of them was children of the corn, and then one of them was niggas of the cornfield. And they were getting ready to fight. And really and truly, it's because a lack of resources. But is there a lack of resources? You're in a cornfield. So all of a sudden, the two tribe leaders come up and one says, "This is my corn." And then the other tribe leader says, "No, you have it mistaken. This is my corn." Now, here's an opportunity in the magic trick for growth and conflict management. At that moment, all you have to say is, well, let's have a debate. Let's sit down in the cornfield. Let's light a fire. Let's drink some wine. Let's kiki, and then let's get into it. You take your turn, I'll take my turn, and it's going to be mediated, and we'll be good to go. It would be so ideal if that's how things worked. But around the solstice, the heat comes out, and there's a such thing that is called nigga pride. And what happens when nigga pride comes in is it completely warps and distorts the whole conflict. Now the conflict is not about the corn because we missed the invitation for the debate. So let's rewind. There was an opportunity to invite to a debate, a proper debate. Let's debate. Let's figure it out. That opportunity is often missed because why? Nigga pride. And here's how nigga pride works. We don't need no debate. All we need to do is cut each other off, power grab, and dick measure. Now, there's always going to be the bigger dick. Let me tell y'all something. There's always going to be the bigger dick. But is that the realm through which we deal with conflict? At the end of the day, I'm still the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So when there's conflict involved, there can't be the power grabbing that happens so often in our community. However, I will say there does need to be the presence of accountability. That's why I love contracts and handshakes. When there's a conflict involved, let's rewind back to the terms and talk about them, right? So there was a breach of the terms. But what is so interesting, even though life is so cyclical, things do change. And this time, instead of being in the midst of the conflict, was a supporter of each person in the conflict. And it worked out. Now, a couple days ago was Father's Day, and I wrote to my greatest inspiration and the leader of my family. Because conflict management is actually kind of a pain in the ass, especially when you got the juice. Are you indebted to me? How about this? Are you in the wrong? Well, then giving you a conflict management structure and apparatus actually is a luxury to you. I don't have to do it. Does that make sense? So as I sorted through this and supported this conflict between my brother and my dad, I realized that conflict management actually should be at the forefront. When you even get just a whiff of some tension. And that goes for everybody. I am my father's son, and I need to get better at this. I can't just burn people at the stake. And my apology is to the universe for trying to do that. I made an art piece. It's a big art piece. It's a huge dream catcher right above my bed. I've been working on it with my brother who just got in from Shanghai. Shengxi Zuran. Shengxi Zuran. I'm trying to get better. So if you hear this, brother. Oh, no. I can't, not right now. It's too much. It's too many calls. If you're hearing this, brother, I'm sorry for like any botched Mandarin, but Shengxi Zuran means essentially in English, it would be like, it is what it is. Let nature be nature. Let nature do what nature does. It is going to be the first thing that I look at when I wake up from here on out. I'm going to take care of my voice going forward. I'm going to take care of my energy because I realize my place here on earth, my purpose is to support and mediate conflict. Whether that be conflict with another person, conflict within yourself, conflict within myself. Mediation is key. Let's lead with grace. Let's lead with conflict management. Let's get into it. Okay, more to come. Find someone you can make peace with today. Okay, bye.
Shadows crash with pure desire. Can I touch you?